Shri Jagdish Dhankar, Governor of West Bengal, Shri Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, distinguished representatives of the Government of India and West Bengal, members of the Consular Corps of Kolkata, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Royal Thai Consulate General in Kolkata and the Royal Thai Government, I would like to extend my sincere greetings and warm welcome to the new normal edition of the Thai National Day 2020. Our Thai National Day, the 5th December of every year, is the birthday anniversary of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great of Thailand, Rama IX, who was the father of His Majesty King Mahawachiralongkorn พระวชิรเกล้าเจ้าอยู่หัว Rama X, as well as the revered father of the Thai nation. For this reason, in Thailand, we also consider 5th December our Father's Day. It is indeed an occasion to commemorate the innumerable contributions of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great towards Thailand and the world, which transcends His Majesty's lifetime through the 4,877 development projects. His Majesty worked tirelessly to improve the well-being of the Thai people, ranging from development of agriculture to food security and counter desertification. On the most remarkable note, the United Nations General Assembly and the FAO declared the 5th December as the World Soil Day in recognition of such outstanding contributions. His Majesty King Mahawachiralongkorn พระวชิรเกล้าเจ้าอยู่หัว has a strong determination to preserve, continue, and make betterment of His Majesty the King's father's vision and legacy for improving the well-being of the Thai nation. Among the many contributions is His Majesty's donation of medical equipment to alleviate impacts of COVID-19 pandemic in many hospitals all over Thailand. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the linkage between the Thai royal family and India has been very close, with regular annual visits of Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Surindon, the first younger sister of His Majesty the King. In February 2020, his linkage has been even further strengthened with the royal visit of Her Royal Highness Princess Chulapon Promprasisawangkawat, the youngest sister of His Majesty the King, in both Gaya, Bihar, New Delhi, and Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh, which was deeply intertwined with Her Royal Highness' strong faith in Buddhism and attachment to India as a sacred land of the Lord Buddha. I wish to thank all concerned Indian authorities for making the royal visit a memorable and truly historic moment in the Thai-Indian bilateral relations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this year, 2020, is a tumultuous year characterized by the globally widespread COVID-19 pandemic. Consequently, commercial flights between Thailand and India have been suspended until now. One of our most challenging operations was a repatriation flight which took place on the 22nd May 2020, 2 days after the cyclone Amphan struck across Kolkata and West Bengal. Despite the unprecedented natural calamity in the 300 years of the history of Kolkata, our team managed to send all Thai nationals back home safely and unharmed. Up to date, the Royal Thai Embassy and 3 Royal Thai Consulates General in India have organized 38 repatriation flights. We have repatriated or facilitated the homebound journeys of 2,503 Thai nationals, including Buddhist monk and lay person from both Gaya, Bihar. In the meantime, for the closer cordial relationships between Thailand and India, The Royal Thai Consulate General in Kolkata has donated medical equipment comprising 2 ventilators and 1 ICU patient bed worth 3.76 lakh Indian rupees to reinforce public health capacity of Jai Prakash Tarayan Hospital in Gaya, Bihar. This initiative was part of the volunteerism and charity project under the auspices of His Majesty King Mahawachiralongkorn Prawachira Yu. In commemoration of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Thai government takes the matter of COVID-19 pandemic very seriously and does all it's possible to tackle the outbreak to save our people and the world. We believe that the survival of humanity relies on both responsible government and responsible population. In October this year, Thailand Ministry of Public Health, Science Bioscience, SCG, and the British-Swedish biopharmaceutical company, AstraZeneca, have signed a letter of intent on the manufacturing and supply of the University of Oxford's potential COVID-19 vaccine, ACD1222. Should the clinical trials prove to be successful and regulators approve its use, the first batch of vaccine for the Thai population against COVID-19 should be able to commence in the first half of next year. It is noteworthy that Science Bioscience Group was founded by His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great 11 years ago to ensure the availability of medical supplies in Thailand. It is clearly one of His Majesty's legacies which proves useful in the quest for the clinical treatment to the COVID-19. Thailand's success is the result of actions based on evidence-based decision-making, strong health systems, and the cooperation of all sectors in Thai society. The Director General of the World Health Organization had urged all countries to follow Thailand on fighting against coronavirus pandemic. The Prime Minister of Thailand emphasized our readiness and solidarity with the international community to fight this pandemic through the building the resilience of health systems and ensuring that treatment and vaccines of COVID-19 are global public goods. In this connection, I would like to call upon Thailand and India to continue working in close cooperation along with the international community in order for humanity to earn a sustainable triumph over this unprecedented pandemic of the century. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on this auspicious occasion, may I express a sincere wish for the good health of Their Majesty the King and the Queen of the Kingdom of Thailand, to His Excellency Shri Ramnath Kovind, President of the Republic of India, to the prosperity of the Kingdom of Thailand and the Republic of India, as well as the long-lasting friendship between our two countries and peoples. Thai Bharatiya Sompokor Jono Opidonnon Janai. Long live Thai-Indian relations. Dondabat. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะมันยาว